Good day, good day, good day, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and we are live today. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on Instagram. So, shout out, shout out, shout out. So, welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. I use the technology of spiritual psychology, spiritual practices, and universal principles to companion people in disrupting limiting patterns of thinking, limiting patterns of behaving, limiting patterns of believing by prioritizing their mind and their heart to reveal the healing from within. This is my ministry of joy, where I support people and live in life in joy, connected to their yes. I am an ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, a spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, which is a new thought center in New York. So if you need support, just reach out to me. You can DM me on my social media. The information is scrolling down at the bottom of the page. If you're on Instagram, you could DM me on Instagram and we could set up some time to talk. So it's wonderful to be with you today, Shay. Good day to you. Good day, Michelle in LA. I hope you're doing well. Good day to everybody joining in. I'm really excited about my experiment of going live on Instagram also. So I'm just testing the waters, seeing how it goes. So you could check me out on Instagram this week and just let me know what it feels like for you. I would appreciate that feedback. So yesterday we had a special sip with a special guest, my girlfriend, Deborah Riva, who's an amazing artist. And I wanted to bring her on because we're talking about silence. And in the silence, there is creativity in the silence also, right? Creativity in the silence. And so she shared some of her work, and I'm just going to throw that up real quick. Unfortunately, if you're on Instagram, you can't see these beautiful pictures, and all of her works are untitled. And we had fun because we gave them titles, right, based on how we viewed her different pieces. And as I shared yesterday, my favorite piece is this one, and I call this one Too Much Lipstick. Too much lipstick. So there's going to be Deborah's having an exhibit, and I'll share more information about the exhibit in Joy News, because we got to get back to our silence series. So let me put that up. We're in our silence series. And so just a reminder, the definition we're working with is quiet, stillness, to put to rest. And the origins of the word is Latin, and it means to be quiet, to be quiet. And what have we been doing this week? We have been practicing silence, practicing being in the silence with ourselves. Yes, being in the silence. And I encourage you just to set a timer for like 1 minute and just be in the silence. It's not meditating, it's not anything else, just being in the silence. Being in the silence. We want to always add on to stuff that we're doing, right? There's no such thing as multitasking. Be in the silence. So, as I was thinking about today, there's a couple of things that I want to share. And one of the things is it's this slang that's going on, a slang phrase that I've been hearing a lot, especially on certain TV shows. And you know how we'll say to somebody, "Well, tell me more about that." Say more about that. Well, the other side of that is the slang of say less. Say less, right? And so being silent is also about saying less. Sometimes we are so in our thoughts, just caught up in our thoughts, going, 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 going. We could tell our thoughts to just say less about that situation. Say less about repeating what happened over and over and over again and what you should have said and all those things. Say less. Just tell your mind, say less. Say less about that. Yes? Yes. Yes. I see you, Shay. Shay is sharing. So funny. Monday morning visioning with Rev Robert. I was told by a salty spirit to STFU and calm the. Ooh, woo. Speaking of slang, woo, those are some words right there. Those some words right there, Shay. I would say, like, that's a little aggressive. That spirit, whatever that spirit was, very aggressive. Say less. Say less. Michelle said makes less. Yes. Say less makes less. Yes. 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 All the chit chatter, all the things. So we are practicing saying less by being in the silence more. Be in the silence more. Throughout the day, there's pockets of our day where we really need to take a pause and say less. Go within and be in the stillness of the silence. Yes? So one of the things that I shared on Monday was a quote from Ernest Holmes in the Science of Mind textbook. And that quote was, oh, let me find it. Let me find it because it was a good one. The spirit within me is in perfect rest. The center of my being is quiet and poised. I love that. I love that. The spirit within me is in perfect rest. Write that down and put it somewhere so that you can remind yourself when you are going in, when you're about to go in, right? The spirit within me is in perfect rest. It's in perfect rest. So, as I was thinking about our series, another book came to mind. I was like, why do I think I have this book called Stillness Speaks? So I was going through my library looking for it, looking for it, looking for it, and found it. It is Eckhart Tolle's book, Stillness Speaks. It was his book that he wrote after he wrote The Power of Now, which most people are familiar with The Power of Now. You might not be familiar with Stillness Speaks. So I grabbed this, and his very first chapter is called Silence and Stillness. Silence and Stillness. That's his first chapter in the book. And I was like, well, okay, there we go. Ding, 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 ding. That's what I need. Because there is a word in here that I know is perfect for today's sip. And sure enough, here it is. So this is what Eckhart Tolle writes in the book, Stillness Speaks. Whenever there is some silence around you, listen to it. That means just notice it. Pay attention to it. Listening to silence awakens the dimension of stillness within yourself because it is only through stillness that you can become aware of silence. Listening to silence awakens the dimension of stillness within yourself because it is only through stillness that you can be aware of silence. So it is in the stillness that we become aware of the silence, which means we have to be still. Just stop. Just stop. Stop what you're doing. Just stop and go within. Be still. Go within and become aware of the silence. And where is that silence? That silence is within you. Sometimes we need to activate the silence. Press the silent button, right? Mute yourself. Yes, sometimes we got to mute ourselves with all the chit chatter, all the thinking, all the stuff from the past, all the stuff from the future. Just go into the silence. Be still. Be still. Listening to silence awakens the dimension of stillness within yourself. Where are you going? Where are you going? Go within. What did I say Monday? It's an inside job. Sometimes we have this notion because the world supports it, the world of 10,000 things, as they mention in the Tao Te Ching. The world of 10,000 things will have you believing that you don't have time for you, that you don't have time to be still with yourself, with the higher power that indwells you, that you don't have time, that you got to put it on your schedule, you got to calendar it in. No, it's the first thing. This is why our daily spiritual practice is so important. The first thing we do our spiritual practice before we engage in the 10,000 things, right? Before our mind is fully awake and alert to all the things, we go within. We go within. And I've shared that my spiritual practice contains inspirational reading, inspirational journaling, meditation, and prayer. Specific meditation is transcendental meditation, twice a day for 20 minutes. And so this week, we get to add in a very deliberate and intentional way, practicing silence just for a moment, just for a moment, and see and listen to the stillness that is speaking to you. Eckhart's book is called Stillness Speaks. The silence has a word for you. I know it has a word for me every time, every single time. The silence that speaks is my intuition. The silence that speaks is the voice of God. The silence that speaks is the knowingness that knows all there is to know about me. And guess what? The knowingness that is within you knows all that there is to know about you. You don't have to search out there for the answer. Go within. Go within and just be. Be silent in the silence, in the stillness, in that dimension, the depth of who you are will speak to you, will minister to you, will support you, will love you just as you are, right here and right now. That's some good news, y'all. That is some good news. All right. All right. I'm going to read one more time just so you hear it in the back. Listening to the silence awakens the dimension of stillness within yourself because it is only through stillness that you can become aware of the silence. It's only through stillness. It's not while you're doing chores, your laundry, cleaning the house, talking on the phone, binge watching the show, looking on your social media. No, no, that is not stillness. That is not stillness. Okay? So let's practice, y'all. Let's practice. The universe confirms for us all the time, that we are present to our life by what we are doing and what we are being in the world. So be silent. Be silent. There's creativity in the stillness of the silence that is awaiting to be awakened in and through you if you will only say less. Say less. Say less. All right, y'all. All right. So that is today's episode of Silence, our silence series. Yes. And so let's get into some joy news. I didn't share joy news yesterday. So not joy week. Oh, we had a good joy week when I celebrated the anniversary, right? But we're doing joy news. Let's get into some joy news right now. All right, Michelle, that's good, Red Melissa. Thank you for that love. Hey, Wayne, give me my star shine. You know, I love that. I love that. All right, everybody. So we're going to get into some joy news. And the first joy news that I want to share today is this. That picture on Instagram, what you cannot see is a picture of myself and my husband, Marco Nobles. Today is our 21st wedding anniversary. Could we have a drum roll? No. You know what we need to have for our 21st anniversary? We need to today, our 21st wedding anniversary. I cannot believe that it's been 21 years. I cannot believe. Thank you for the happy anniversary, Wayne. Michelle, I appreciate that. Thank you, Shay, for the congratulations. Wayne, good to know love. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I also wanted to share another picture from our wedding day. So this is we would typically call them bridesmaids, right? But we didn't call them bridesmaids and groomsmen. We call them our soul family. So on my side were my sisters, and you'll see the gentleman in the back. That is Say Cool Rights, y'all. So everybody is supposed to be looking at Marco, the groom, and there goes Say Cool Rights, doing what he does, looking off somewhere in the distance on purpose, on purpose. Oh, that was a day. That was a day. We had such a good time. It was so much fun. We had so much fun on our wedding day. It was like the best. Thank you, Shay. Shay says, "Oh, he's so handsome and you're so beautiful." Thank you. And Michelle said, "Wow." Yes, yes. So Say Cool Rice was on the bride's side. He marched in with the women, and it was the talk, y'all. It was the talk that Red Melissa. Well, I wasn't Red Melissa then. That Marco and Melissa's wedding included a man on as a bridesmaid, but it was wonderful. We had a good time, and as you can see, or as you saw from my dress, I wore a purple wedding dress because purple is my favorite color. And why not wear your favorite color on your wedding day, right? Yes. So we had a good time. So mwah, mwah, mwah. Love to my husband, Marco Nobles. I did a really funny post on Facebook today to celebrate our wedding anniversary because he's a huge Knicks fan, and the Knicks won last night. and they're going on to the second round of the playoffs, playing against Miami Heat. So check out that post on my Facebook page. It's really cute, and he got a giggle out of it. So, other joy news that I would like to share this Sunday is our Sunday in Praise. And we start off with the other sip, which is, let me find it. There we go. Which is basically an inspirational talk that I give, a replay of one of my Sunday sermons. So check that out. The other sip, Sunday in Praise, right where, well, let me not say right where you're watching me now, because you're watching me on Instagram. It's not going to be there. On Facebook and on my YouTube channel, I am Rev Melissa. You can check out the other sip, Sunday in Praise, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time every Sunday. And then also at 10:30, but live, is our Sunday in Praise at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director and senior minister. And we have service virtually 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And we also stream on Facebook. So you can go to rocklandcsl.org, rocklandcsl.org, and all the information is there. I am the senior minister and spiritual director, which leads me to my next joy news, which is my installation ceremony and celebration that's happening on May 6th, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live and virtually. Live will be at Rhino Comedy Club for my installation as the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. And afterwards, we're going to have a fantastic celebration reception right across the street from the Rhino Comedy Club. So if you're in the area, we would love for you to join us. Just send me a DM and let me know that you're coming. If you will be on Facebook, or if you're going to be on, you could be on Facebook or Zoom, and the Zoom link will be posted on our Facebook page. And you can also get the link on our website, rocklandcsl.org. All right, let me check in. Let me check in. Oh, thank you, Stacy. I appreciate the happy anniversaries, dear Say Cool, laughing out loud. Yeah, you know, Say Cool, you with your shenanigans back in the day. That was so much fun. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Chippy Change, I see you. Welcome to Morning Sit with Rep Melissa. Last thing to share, please mark your calendars. The next meditation with the moon is on Thursday, May 4th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thursday, May 4th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do a full-blown spiritual practice. So next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, meditation with the full moon. And we're going to do something around silence, I believe. That's what's speaking to me right now. So it's different from SIP. We do a full-blown spiritual practice, and we meditate with the moon. So I hope you can join me for that. All right. I think that is it. I did good on time. I hope everyone is doing well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We're going to just be home celebrating our 21 years of marriage and chit-chatting and working and, doing all the things. I think Marco said he's going to cook tonight, so we'll have our anniversary dinner. My husband can cook, y'all. Yeah, he does all the cooking. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Chippy Change is saying she'll be at the installation online. Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. I hope all of you who can't be in person will join the installation and celebrate with me online on May 6th, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me say that one more time. Okay? All right, y'all. So I'll see you tomorrow. We'll wrap up the silence series tomorrow, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Wonderful day. I'm going to turn this off on Instagram. I see Stacy was on Instagram. Oh, Day was on Instagram. Thank you for the blessings, Davon. I appreciate you. Oh, that's so cool. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day there. And for my folks who are on Facebook and YouTube, have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy. Yes, we are, because we are connected to our yes. Connected to our yes. Mm.